Hello, beautiful people. How are all of you doing today? Chat, I found something. And I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if it's something amazing or something horrible. But I hereby invite you to witness it again with me.
Trump just deployed the National Guard to Chicago. How do we deploy some vegetables to that gut of yours? Labubu Matcha Dubai chocolate. Well, turns out your Gen Z stare was actually acute glaucoma. La 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 lava cancer. Cowboy Carter. I'm assuming you don't want me doing clinic today. Oh, haven't you heard? I was named in the Epstein files. Digital circus. How many days can you survive without treatment? It appears the patient is just reheating Lou Gehrig's nachos. Tum 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 sahur. You're experiencing a pain in your lower neck? Counting or not counting gang violence?
What? Dude, what? What the fuck, man? Anyways. Or why would you do this to us? Sharing is caring, as they say. When is largest day? That's a good question. How should I know? You think I know these ahead of time? No. Sometimes inspiration strikes me and I decide to say, you know what? Today is going to be a large day. Most definitely. Indubitably. Alright, chat, where are we spending our resin? Just say large day part 2. But this is not large day part 2. This is larger. Was yesterday even large? No, that was a lie. I was actually lying in the title. That's how you know that today's going to be a larger day. Because the competition isn't very high. Set the bar low so you pass it. Exactly, you get it. Alright, chat. Zajef lies, fork found in kitchen. Don't say it like that. That's really rude. Okay. Okay, let's go check our Liban. Let's see if... You know what? Today is going to decide... This Liban is going to decide if today is a good day or a bad day. And if it's a bad day, I'm not going to stream for very long. That's a pretty bad Liban. Well, it was fun. I hope you all had a good time. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Tomorrow... I don't know what we'll do tomorrow. Anyways, chat. Anyone with a Anyone wanna let me in? Looking for a Genshin girlfriend. 2 out of 4. Hmm. Catfish them? No. Yeah, chat. I don't know. All right, I'll take some UIDs. Do you guys have any UIDs for me? Thank you. Don't bully me or I'll burst. Oh, I'll show you bursting. Anyways, chat, I'm almost Ascension 20 on the Honkai Star Rail. So that's pretty cool. That's not good enough of a box. We can do better. Next UID. Wait, why did I copy a UID that's clearly the wrong region? Am I an idiot? Zajef fan number 1. That's a true Zajef fan right there. Gave me a useful box. One of the 3 useful boxes. I guess technically if we don't dismiss things that are just somewhat useful, right? Like the ones that are kind of bad but not completely worthless. Right? Like they're not like these, right? This one and like this one. They're not completely worthless. If we're talking about completely worthless, it's just the Geo one. So like technically, if all you care about is getting something useful, 6 out of 7 of them are good. Anyways, 100 primos. Okay, missing an enhance more. It doesn't matter, but it's fine. We can get our feather here. Okay. Why? I'm sorry. You're right. That was uncalled for. How many feathers do you have now? Not that many. Never enough. That's the real answer. I've joined 3 worlds and they all had Geobox. L plus deserved. What do you got for me on this one, Liben? Bro! Both? Oh my god, is that the real Thrain in chat? I hope to God you're actually Korean and this is just your fucking government name. Because this better not be a fucking Solo Leveling reference, man. Okay. That's too much. That's too much. That was actually just rage bait. Holy fuck. Changed bio because the Jeff said it's false? Wait, what? What did I say? Huge. Huge! Alright. I don't... Do I have any condensed on this account? Or can I make condensed? I cannot make condensed. So I guess we go... I guess we just go artifacts then. You had 2 transient on this account? Where did they go? Guards? Would you kindly provide this person with a nice paid vacation? Or unpaid, honestly. I'm not gonna check. Let's pick up this particle. We should be good for the next one. Doesn't even matter what I get here. I feel like my Flynn's build is good enough now. Meh. Do we know the 4 stars with Columbina yet? I don't think so. Sandrone piece, true. Has HomeDGCAD not updated yet? HomeDGCAD doesn't update leaks anymore. It's Jover. Maybe. Ooh, nice. Wait. Pause. That could be good. Mr. Zajef, please, I'm begging, don't quick start the Dottore fight. I'm gonna have to. Or maybe I ask someone to farm it on my account, actually. So I don't spoil myself. Wait, actually, I'm down for that. Someone? Yes. Farm what? The Dottore boss, so I don't spoil myself. Because I need to farm it for Columbina mats, right? But I don't want to spoil myself. Why do they do this shit, man? Whatever, it's fine. Excited to see how this rolls. Hopefully we get crit or ER, I guess. That's nice. That's not nice. That's really not nice. Yeah, alright. It's Jover. Oh yeah, I gotta claim this. Gotta claim this. That is my guaranteed Omega reroll, right? Yeah, it is. So, what did I want to select for that? I forgot. Was it this one? No, right? Was it this one? Yeah, it was this one, right? But the problem is that crit rate rolls aren't good. But I guess I could always change this, right? My off beast has a bunch of crit rate, and I could get more crit damage. I could get less crit rate, more crit damage somehow. Yeah. Alright, fuck it. Let's send it. So here, it's guaranteed to be a 4-liner, right? There's like a fucking 2% chance it's a 5-liner. So I'm not gonna bank on that. The only thing I actually care about is I want more crit damage rolls and crit rate rolls. That's all I care about. Just please. More crit damage and crit rate. Or the same amount. Like, I'll take 2-2. Please. Okay. Pretty low roll value on the crit damage, but I'll fucking take this shit. I'll take that. That's good. I'll take that. That's good. That's good. Alright. Bet. Now I'm a little overcapped, but honestly, I don't think I'm overcapped enough to care about changing my build. Because I don't have a piece that doesn't overcap me that has as much ER and crit damage, right? Right, because I'm overcapped by 2.9. So anything below 6.2. No. 6.4. Anything below 6.4 would be under 100 crit rate. Could use this, but it has no ER. And that's all I got, really. Could use this, but it has less crit damage, right? Yeah. Yeah, alright. Do you need that much ER? It's C1 Flins, I do, yeah. Can that unrolled plus 0 feather be an upgrade? One of these? None of these are 4-liners, right? So I don't think they're really worth leveling. Like, it would have to be a 4-liner that has ER. Double crit ER. I don't think I have any of those. Alright, 3-liner, 3-liner, 3-liner. No ER. Yeah. This one was a 3-liner as well. Feathers have rotted your brain to ignore. But the thing is, like, you look at this, right? And you have to realize, one roll of crit is wasted, sure. But this is an 8 roller. So it's a 7 roller if you don't count the wasted crit roll. And a 3-liner cannot be more than 7 rolls. So it literally cannot be an upgrade unless it's a 4-liner with ER. Right? So there's just no point to leveling them. I'm pretty happy with this build, though. Like, I'd rather be a little bit above 100 crit than a little bit below, because it's kind of annoying. To be a little bit below. 3-liner with double crit ER attack could be better. Yeah, a 3-liner that has all good stats would potentially be better. But I don't have one of those. And even if I did, I don't know if it's really worth the resin to, like, the Mora to level it up. I'm kind of poor. Like, I'm actually kind of broke right now. I have 5 million Mora, but, like, I gotta level Columbina soon, right? You're gonna overcap resin on main? Okay, I'll go. What do you farm on main? You're getting Columbina on both? Yeah, that's the plan right now. You didn't get commissions? No, but I'll do that after I've uncapped my resin. I don't think I have max condense here, yeah, so I could always just condense if I'm undecided. You mentioned in another stream that if Bina's in a support role, then burst should be every rotation. So does that apply to Zabai teams? Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'll condense too. So I can be full condense on the patch drop for artifact. Right? Which team do you not burst every rotation? You don't burst every rotation in, like, teams with Llama. No Nefer. Right? Like, carry Columbina generally doesn't necessarily burst every rotation. Best way to think about her burst is it's a good support ability, but it doesn't do that much for her own damage. So the more personal damage she does, the less she cares about the burst. Because it doesn't do that much for her own damage, and needing to build more ER reduces her damage too. We have 7 more days till Sigyn opens after the patch. Yeah, but I still want to get artifacts. You know, I still want to get the new set a little. Okay, where do we spend our remaining 78 resin? Do we have any weeklies we gotta do? We could do weeklies. What am I low on? I'm not really low on King and Queen should present a united front. That's kind of funny. I'm kind of low on these. Oops. I don't think I'm low on Arlecchino boss. Well, this one kinda, but I feel like I've already leveled every character that wants this mat, right? This one maybe, actually. Wait. Talent, level up, materials, Genshin. Hmm. Farina, Gumming, Molani. Yeah, these characters are all already crowned, aren't they? Okay, so I definitely don't need this. These, I don't care about their talent levels very much. And these I don't have, right? Then, yeah, I don't... I've already... Wait. Actually. I guess I haven't leveled Kenichi's Burst, but I don't care. So, I think that is what it is. Maybe I do care about getting these. Right? I've got my Durin 9, 10, 10 already. But I guess having Inefa shield leveled up would be kind of nice. So I suppose I can do that. Sure. Yeah, let's do the Nutland boss, and then is there anything else I'm low on? Not low on these. Maybe this? No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine too, actually. Well, wait. Maybe Goro? If I end up getting his C6? Probably not. Nah, probably not. Nah. Oh, Sarah, though. Yeah, definitely Sarah. Mm. Alright, if I level my Sarah properly, I will want... Like, if I get her C6, I will want to level her talent. So, I guess those are the two bosses we do. We do Natlan boss and Raiden. Was it Raiden? It wasn't Raiden. It was Signora. GG. Alright, it's time to run. Hello? Okay. My E wasn't going through for some reason. It doesn't matter. Pretty free one rotate. I heckin' love Varessa. That's my goat. These... These are the ones I need. Okay, bet. And I got a solvent. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Hmm. Okay, and then I said the other one was the Signora boss. Oh boy. It's been a while since I've done this shit. Damn. He do be looking serious. Ah, I fucked it up. I tried to skip the cutscene. It didn't work because I suck. Oh my god. They died to the setup. There it is. Jesus Christ. Oh. My god. You guys remember when this boss was annoying? Holy shit. I don't think these are the ones I want, right? Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. No. Alright. This one wasn't very good, but that's okay. Have you seen this? Is it the target dummy thing?
In actual
It looks like it, yeah. Huge.
training mode in Genshin is finally possible now. Thanks to Milliastra Wonderland allowing you to use regular characters starting in Luna 4, I'm able to put them against my 77 million HP Rune Guard who just stands there, while I have a
77?
script running that adds up the total damage
That's
dealt.
me.
A simple and easy way to test out builds or strategies without having to worry about any outside factors. I've already added some bonus features like damage per second calculation and an energy restoring chicken, so once I port this over from the creator experience server to live, you best believe I will be making the best training mode you could ever want. In actual training mode in
That's really
Genshin
cool.
is finally possible now. Thanks to Milliastra Wonderland allowing you to use regular characters starting in Luna 4, I'm
Energy chicken, my goat. Alright. Very cool. Next, they'll make an artifact loadout in Miliostra. True. True. Can't wait. Alright. I needed to go back to the other account, right? I left before I claimed commissions and shit. Ooh. Hi, Lud. Watch this. What is it? Don't just tell me watch this without telling me what it is. I'm not gonna click on a link. Dodge this, true. Watch this, Joel, true. It's a Mauika Baptist clear? I see. Cool. Can't get a response from Zajef. True. It's because you didn't donate any bits. That's how it works around here. Is it really? Yes, it is. Watch Colombina's Colombina test video. Oh, we could do that. I'm actually down.
Bonjour YouTube, welcome back with an early access video, and as you've all been waiting for, Colombina early access video is finally here.
VOD? This is going to the VOD, actually.
I mean, yeah, she's finally here. We can finally see everything about Colombina, her animations, her gameplay, her numbers. In this video, I will tell you everything I think is important about her kit, about her builds and stuff like that. So hopefully by the end of this video we will be able to get ready for her and know what you need to do when she releases on the 14th. And yeah, let's get into it. So first, the best thing about Colombina is her idle animation. It lasts for I think I like 1 minute or something like that. I checked the timer a little bit, but I didn't really keep track exactly how long.
The best thing about Colombina is her idle animation. That's a statement of all time. True though. I mean, we can skip to teams, right? Yeah.
All right, now let's go over the teams for Colombina. Of course, the Not Cry teams are gonna be her best setups. So Flynn's Inefa with Colombina and Sucrose. She's basically gonna replace Aino in this team. If you don't have Inefa, of course, like Fischl or Oron are gonna be good option. Especially Fischl, honestly, with Sucrose and the X-Ray buff, it's really good. Oron is also an okay option, but yeah, she's basically gonna be the best hydro option for Flynn's team and for Nefer team. For Nefer team, you can replace
auto captions do not like the French accent, do they?
Intro, I know that you were using before, by Colombina. Once again, in the current Stygian, for example, Xingqiu is really nice because there's very good hydro applications for the shields.
Okay, wait, no, it's fine
so
now.
Depending the situations, he could still be a better option. But her Colombina's hydro application is perfect for Lunar Bloom because you don't need insane hydro app, you just need consistent hydro app. So she's perfect for that. And on top of that, she gives you some she gives you some extra Verdant Dews for Nefer, so you basically never run out of Verdant Dews. And then after that, you can also do Hyper Bloom Colombina.
Hydro Ab. Is that why wrestlers don't like drink any water before their weigh-in, so they don't get hydro abs? Is that what they call water weight?
Now, honestly, with Lama, Nahida, Kuki, it's really good. As I said earlier, with this setup, you kind of want her normal attack talent to be leveled up because she's going to be on field and she's going to be doing some charge attacks. And she's going to deal a big amount of damage. Your Lunar Blooms, I mean, your Hyper Blooms are not going to crit with this setup, but your Colombina's damage is going to be crazy. Lama's damage is going to be pretty good as well. So it's going to be overall a very good team. And then after that, if you want to have some fun, honestly, Inefa, Colombina, Lama together can be very fun. Last slot can be really anything. Could be a Geo, could be Zhongli, could be Zibai when we get her. I don't know, I mean, I can't really say what she does yet or anything, but like, yeah, if you want a Geo on top of it, and then you can do all the lunar reactions together, and it could be pretty fun, honestly. Now, in terms of gameplay, it is pretty straightforward. Just gotta keep in mind that Colombina's abilities have a very long duration, and it's basically the longest out of all the most recent characters, longer than Llama, even longer, I think, than Nahida and stuff like that. So most of the
Is it longer than Nahida? I think it's the same duration as Nahida, right? They're both 25 seconds.
time, you will start your rotation with Colombina's skill and burst because they last for a very long time. Her burst lasts for 20 seconds and her skill for 25 seconds, where, for example, Llama's skill and burst only last for 15 seconds. Nahida's skill lasts for 25 seconds as well, and her burst for 15 seconds. So yeah, you can see that for Inefa, it's 20 seconds as well. So basically, Colombina's abilities durations are the longest out of everyone, especially her burst is the thing that, her skill is the one that lasts the longest. So you want to start with that rather than anything else, so you can get the most uptime on the rest of your abilities. After that, yeah, it's pretty classic, honestly. Like, you just do your Colombina abilities. If you're playing with Llama team, if you're playing with Nefer team, you do your
Same skill duration, but Colombina burst lasts 5 seconds more. That's if you don't have Hydro on the team, though. Because Nahida burst lasts longer if you have Hydro. Not that it fucking matters, because Nahida's burst is fucking dog shit anyways. Let's be so for real.
Llama abilities, then you go on Nefer, you do your charge attacks. You can go back to Llama or your other characters if you have like Instructor or something like that you need to proc again, or if you have to refresh something. But yeah, for 20 seconds, you're basically completely chill with your Nefer, and you can just spam everything. On top of that, you get the extra Verdant dues from Colombina, so you're really no stress. You can just spam everything with Nefer, and she really takes all the on-field time, and it's much easier than before. Now with Flint's team, same thing. You start with Colombina, use your skill, use your burst, and then you go on Inefa to use her skill to start doing some lunar charge reaction. Then you go on Super.
Would Nahida be a good unit if she buffed everyone? She would be much better, yes. At the end of the day, though, 250 EM to the whole team is just what Sucrose does, except Nahida has really long animations, right? So she still wouldn't be amazing, but she would be a lot better.
To swell Electro and get the Threatening Tales of Dragon Slayer buff for Flins if you're using that. And then, yeah, your Flins is free as well. Again, you can do all his rotation. Now, can she work in other teams? Yes, she can work in other teams. Like, you can already do some Lunar Crystallized team with, like, Navia or Ito. It's not really the best, but it's still usable, honestly, as you can see. Like, we still do some decent damage. And it's kind of fun, so you can try with a lot of different things. For vape teams and stuff, it's not really the best either, but whatever you think about it, you can give it a try. But her best options are definitely Lunar Bloom, Lunar Charge.
It reduces the ER requirements for Llama too. That's kind of fake, though. Like, that's the problem. So here's the thing with Llama, okay? The Spindalute nerf made Llama ER requirements kind of like not matter that much, because by default, right, Llama generates what is it? It's 4 instances of what's the odds of getting 2 particles? Is it 2 out of 3? I think so, right? Like, I'm talking about the beta nerf. No, it's 1 out of 3 to generate 1 more. So it's so it's a little bit more than 5 particles average total. Let's say it's 6, but she only catches 1 to, like, balance things out, right? And in teams where you'd consider using Nahida, they're generally the teams where like you're using Nefer, right? So you also get the 6 particles from 2 Nefer skills, right? And let's say you're using Sucrose instead of Nahida. Nefer also RNG. Is it 2.5? Okay, whatever. Yeah, let's say you're using Sucrose, Columbina, right? So Columbina is also going to be 1.5. Sucrose is going to be 8. Clear particles. You'd have Columbina on Fav in this team, probably. Well, no, you'd probably have Columbina on Proto Amber, actually. So no Favs. Without the extra particles from Nahida, her ER requirements are at around 186%. But if you don't go Spindle Loot and you instead go for a weapon that doesn't give you ER, how much EM do you gain? You gain 21 EM. Only 21. That's it. 21 EM. That's it. So you gain 1 substat roll. And with Spindle Loot, you get 45.9, right? Which means you only need to get 40% ER from your substats across 5 artifacts for Llama's ER requirements to be trivial in this team without Nahida. Because EM can't be on both the main side and sub side, and because Llama's crit rate and crit damage don't matter too much, you don't have to sacrifice a lot to get ER. Because the only substat you're looking for on your EM main stat is ER. And 40% is not that much. Maybe you lose like 1 or 2 EM rolls on Flower or Feather if you don't have the greatest EM main stats. But it's just pretty free to get her ER requirements. I mean, you just build them normally, right? I don't think the builds really change. And best 4th slot, I don't think it matters that much, honestly. So you should probably just bring a healer. Because I don't think any character is going to be a, like, significant upgrade to your damage. So you should just get a defensive utility character. What if I have Nahida C2? Then you can use Nahida C2, but then you don't have a healer, obviously, so it's up to you. Yeah, getting back to this, right? Because Llama's ER requirements aren't that high, and because they nerfed Spindle Loot to give ER instead of EM on the main stat, you're forced to get 45 ER from the fact that your only real option is Spindle Loot. Right? If Spindle Loot was EM main stat, then getting Nahida would matter here because 86 ER from substats is too much. So with Spindle Loot, you would have needed to go ER Sands, and then that would mean that getting Nahida gets you 1 more EM main stat. But because Spin Dilute is ER and because your alternatives don't give you more EM, that extra energy generation is meaningless. It doesn't do anything for you. Yo. It does help get your first burst, right? Like, that part can be nice. But honestly, Sucrose can do that too, right? Funneling 3 Sucrose skills into Llama kind of generates a lot of energy, even if they're not Dendro particles. 12 particles is a lot more than 3. You can't funnel all 3? Technically you can, but I don't know how you do it. There's a thing with Sucrose where sometimes her, like, double E goes off incredibly quickly, and I don't really know how it's happening. No, I think, yeah, like that, right? I don't know how reliable it is, though. Because sometimes it doesn't happen like that. Yeah, like there it took a lot longer. And I don't know why. Yeah. I have no idea what's making it work like that. Okay, my sack didn't proc there. Oh, wait a second. I only got 1 set of particles there. Uh-oh. That's only 1 set of particles. Oh, no. Oh, no. I forgot there was global ICD on her particle or there was ICD on her particle generation. It's really short ICD, so it, like, almost never happens, but if you do this, you only get 2 sets of particles. Okay, GG. That's cooked. That's cooked. Yeah, also, I figured out how you do it. It's, you just don't hold the directional input when you dash. Yeah, you only get to funnel 2 sets. Okay, well, you can still funnel 3 sets if you just do this, right? It is a little bit slower, but it's still very doable. For, like, first rotation incision, it's fine. Hmm. I wonder if it has anything to do with ping. I wonder if it's a set ICD on particle generation, or if it's just that if the first set of particles haven't spawned, the next set of particles, or the next skill won't attempt to generate particles. Because, like, that could be it. It could be coded in a way where, like, because it can hit multiple enemies, the way that they do it is, like, it queues particle spawn on hit, and to make sure it doesn't generate multiple sets, it, like, locks out particle generation until the particles have been generated. So with ping, since ping delays particle generation, that might change things. So let's go take a look. Let's go take a look on lower ping, see if the problem is happening too. No, we still only get one set. GG. It's fine. It's a bit annoying, but you can always just do this, and it's not too bad. Why can't Sucrose get a break, man? Can't we buff Sucrose already? Please? Like, it's been a whole ass, like, almost full patch since her last buff. Top 5 for 6.3 when? Should we? Should we do a top 5 units for the 6.3 Stygian? Okay, so here's the thing, okay? I still have no fucking clue what you're supposed to do against this stupid motherfucker. Okay? Like, I have no idea what the hell you're supposed to do against this one. Right? Like, this one's Omega shill, but it's straightforward. This one, I don't know, man. I don't really know. Like, do you just die if you don't have Neviled or Molani? Like, can Skirk even do it? Because, like, Skirk alone should be fine, but the problem is Skirk can't damage the crabs. The only characters that can damage the crabs are Hydro characters, right? Because non-Hydro damage dealt to the crab is only converted 10% to the boss, right? So if you're doing Skirk, you basically want to ignore the crabs altogether. Or maybe, like, you rely on AoE Hydro app to use the crab as a way to break the shield faster. But that means that you're effectively dealing with a boss that has 8 million HP. And stall mechanics. Is Kirk enough to brute force that? I don't know, man. Maybe? Skirk can store hold E during stall. I mean, sure, but, like, You gotta understand, this boss spends more time stalling than letting you hit him. And, like, you also have to understand, 8.5 million HP... It's like... It's more HP than the Skirk Shill had. Like, what the fuck? Like, I guess it does lose HP when you break the shield, right? So it's not actually 8.5 million you have to do. It's going to be like 6.5-ish, right? Because you lose like 800k on the first break. Like 600k on the second break. Like 500k on the second break. And then like 250k on the third or something like that, right? A little bit less than... A little bit more than that, but still. I don't think you can ever get 4 breaks. I think that's too much. Oh, is that always 10% of his total HP? Okay, that's oh, sorry. That's better then. Okay. So it's like 6.1 million then. Like 6 million. But like, that's still a lot. I should ask someone who's got the fucking creator server to check if they can do it. Can Molani do this easy? Molani should be fine, yeah, because the crabs, the crabs have innate pyro, right? So you can vape them even without pyro on your team with Molani. So freeze Molani should be pretty good. Send kisses for Portugal. No. What's wrong with Portugal? Portugal gets to, like, not get that much hate for their colonialism because they're, like, small. Same with Belgium. I actually don't know much about colonialist history in Belgium. All countries are tiny, actually, speaking from Russia. I mean... 70% of Russia is just, like, Nothing. Like, if you exclude the parts of the country that just aren't real, Canada is bigger than Russia. Isn't Canada 90% not real too? The thing is, the like not real parts of Canada are good tourist destinations. The not real parts of Russia are just cold. Anyways, let's not get into land TC. But yeah, like, okay, how the fuck are you? Like, okay, are you ever gonna be able to break this 4 times? Probably not, right? I think 3 times is probably the limit. Because, like, even if you break it pretty fast, then you have your down. And your down is probably like 20-something seconds. So it's probably really fucking hard to get 4 shield breaks. Maybe you get a 4th shield break that, like, right at the time limit that doesn't get you a 4th down to DPS. And, like, maybe Neuvillette teams get more than 3. Right? Because Neuvillette only needs 2 charge attacks to break one of the mini crabs. So he should be able to break all 3 mini crabs really quickly. What's the vision with Freeze Milani? Big Grab has no pyro. What are you doing when he's down? You're just taking the L and accepting that you're playing Freeze Milani. Crab also has a double hitbox, right? Only with the horns? No, not only with the horns. I don't know exactly how it works, though. That's not the crab. What am I doing, man? Is he okay? Oh, we're about to... No. Oh, yeah. We took a little bit of damage there. GG. Well, let's get the heal, I guess. Wait, this is too much damage. Fuck, okay. I can't show it on down because it's gonna die before it goes down. Is this hitting the fucking horn? I should have fucking brought Singto or some shit, man. This is taking so long. Whatever. I'll just do this. See, I got the double hit there. 44, 44, 52. I don't know if I got the double hit there, actually. But you can still get the double hit on the down. Will Milani with Mona be worse? You can't get Witch buff on a freeze team, so yeah. It's gonna be kind of ass. But maybe non-Witch team will, or maybe non-freeze will be better. But freeze will be comfortable. Skirk and Avila should be the best team for Crab. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it will be. Yeah, I think once you figure out all the tech you can do with Molani, you can probably get a really fast clear with Molani. But that's not for everyone. Oh, actually, you can probably just do a Skirk team with Molani support and use Molani as your damage dealer during the shield phase. Right? That's probably pretty good. But maybe using Nevilet is just better in that. Yeah, that's fair. Because Nevilet gets through the shield much faster. What do you do if you don't own Skirk? I mean, if you have Escafé, you can just do a normal Nevilet or Molani freeze team. If you don't, Nevilet, Hyperbloom can probably clear. Molani with good optimization can probably clear, but it's going to be a lot more difficult. Llama. Double Hydro Llama I don't think gets through. Are you cooked without Molani or Nevilet? I think Ayato's Kirk gets through as well. Most likely. Ayato's app should be fast enough. Maybe. I don't know if Yalon's Kirk gets through, because your app is a lot slower. Right, no AoE app is kind of rough, I think. Maybe Singto with Sack is enough AoE app, though. Right? Like, Sack Singto is 8 units of Pyro gone from the crabs. So you only need to do 4 more. That's not too bad, I guess. Can Molani clear without freeze? Most likely. My expectation is that the fastest clears for this are gonna be Witch Molani. But you're gonna need to be really fucking good to get them, right? And I think Mona cons are gonna matter as well, right? Like, not having Mona C2 makes her app a lot worse. Let me just double check. Actually, I need to double check that her charge attack hits the crab. It does, right? Surely, right? Right? Surely it hits the shield, right? Yeah, it does. And some of the normals do as well. Yeah, so she can get through the shield probably relatively quickly by herself. If you have the C2, but if you don't, it might be rough. You also do have the 2U app on burst. Does that hit? Well, it's not actually 2U, actually. The 2U is only if you proc it late, and you're probably not procking it late. You probably only get the 1U. Alright, yeah. So the first hit happens. Yeah, the second one doesn't hit even if it, like... Yeah. Alright. Oh, that's too close. If you look at some dash spams, you can do those E-mimics with it. Oh, you don't care about the small crabs? The small crabs will die to your AoE, most likely. And actually, you would rather they don't die, because you'd rather be able to, like, actually hit them during your uptime. I don't know if you can group them. You can, and you have Sucrose on your team, so should be pretty doable. Yeah. But yeah, I think the what should we call this one? I'm tired of just calling it the Nogcry Shill. We need to like decide on what we call it. The dog. I don't know. That's not Hitler. Okay, calm down, buddy. I don't think dog is descriptive enough. Okay. Gorufito. All right. When I dismissed Hitler as a suggestion, it wasn't because he's German, okay? Like the implied message I was sending was that Mussolini would also not be a good name. All right? Like yeah, I guess you just call it. Honestly, I kind of just want to call it the Lord. Lord of Sands, true. Lord of Shill. Yeah, I kind of like that. Lord of Shield, or just Lord for short. I'm okay with that. We'll call it the Lord. So, let's talk about this. So let's bring all the good units that are like team defining. I guess Colomina kind of isn't team defining, but she kind of is. Okay, no, let's put her here. I mean, we can have Zabai here too, right? Even if she's not going to be out until Sidon's been out for a while. Skirk, Escoffier, Varesa, Mawika, Kanich, Molani, Chaska. Yeah, let's not push it. Arlecchino. Nevilette. I guess Nilo? Is that it for the ones I want to talk about? Kinda, right? Yeah, I think so. Because I don't want to do, like, actual tier list content. I just want to think of, like, who my top 5 would be. Maybe top 10, actually. Gene Cheese, which one? None of these are Gene Cheeseable. Technically, Gene can stagger the Shock Trooper so that you can, skip the shield phase if you keep it staggered the whole time. But you won't be able to do fall damage abuse. Should people, is there a point to talking about Flames and FF for lore? Shouldn't people who have that just use it on the Shock Trooper? Not necessarily. The thing that you're gonna realize once you go and attempt this shit is that the Lord is way harder than the Shock Trooper. And you can probably brute force Shock Trooper with something else. But if Flynn's is your only Nogcry carry, you might not have literally any other team that can do this. Didn't you fail to brute force a short trigger with Mawika last time? I did. But I got a lot better at Mawika since then. And Durin came out, which would actually be really good for the Mawika team you bring here. Would he actually? Maybe not. I don't know. My Mawika build is also a lot better than it was last time this guy was here. Anyways. So, okay. We can have Flynn's and Nefer here. Right? Because, like, Flynn's and Nefer are definitely making the top 10. Right? Like, when you look at this, I think that the characters that will be able to clear this are definitely Flynn's and Nefer. I think Mawika Sucrose might do it. I don't know if you can actually properly melt the dogs or the birds that the Lord spawns without any grouping. So I'm not sure if you can actually do this with Shilonen or Aeon Sun. if they're not close enough to all be melted, it doesn't work. By the way, do these get knocked back by stagger, or is it just suction that moves them? I think it's just suction, right? I'm pretty sure it's just suction. So, overload teams could work as well. Maybe. How much HP do the dogs have? They're birds, not dogs, but they have 20% of the boss. No, 18% of the boss's HP. So about 2.5 million, 2.4 million, something like that. And you just need to kill all 4 of them. Have fun. Is first boss doable without lunar damage? Yes, but it'll be really painful. But yeah, I think the characters that like can brute force this are probably Molani can probably brute force. Maoika can probably brute force. Not sure about Varessa. My Varessa will be able to brute force most likely, but without grouping, I don't think Varessa's hitting all of them. Without grouping, I don't think Skirk is hitting all of them. Maybe burst Skirk with 2 bursts is enough. You won't be able to get 3 bursts, but you will be comfortably able to get 2. If 2 bursts is enough to kill the dogs, then you're fine. If it's not, you're cooked. But you could do it with Neuvillette. Skirk Neuvillette. Or you could do, like, do your setup, then do a burst on Skirk, then immediately use your hold E after. Like, do it like slightly warped setup that gets that gets a skill after the second burst, right? Maybe that's doable. Or like, you know, melt with Bennett Kazuhashi Lali. The problem with that is getting your first Sucrose burst, because Sucrose burst is the only real way you have to group the birds. And Sucrose burst is 80 energy. So without Lunar on the team, it's kind of hard to group them. Because Lunar, like, hitting the boss with Lunar gives you a fuck ton of energy. But without that, it might be a little rough for Sucrose. Like, you probably have to go fully R Sucrose. Oh, yeah. So you probably want to go Kazuha, right? Is it Kazuha? Whatever. Do you probably want to go Kazuha? Kazuha is worse, but it's not that much worse for Arlecchino. Does Arlecchino have the damage to brute force it? Maybe? Probably, yeah. Arlecchino has an upside, which is that in AoE content with more than two, or with 2 targets or more, or just in AoE content in general, she gets 145 Bond of Life instead of 130, right? Because it's 130 per target, capped at 145. So in AoE, you can actually get more. But Melt is so cringe in AoE. That's assuming the enemies move, but it seems like they're going to be very, very stationary. I think Arlecchino should be able to do it. I mean, obviously Zabai will be able to do it. Arlecchino probably can't do it with Overload, because she needs to have a grouper, for sure. Colomina carry, yeah. Colomina carry probably gets through it without too much of a problem as well. And then, like, maybe Skirk. Maybe Neuvillette. Nilo. I don't think the birds spawn close enough to each other for Nilo. Maybe I'm wrong about that one, though. Yeah. Yeah, so this would be boss 1. So the Lord. Then the Shock Trooper. Tropper. No. Trooper. And the Crab. So for Crab, it's like Neuvillette, Molani, right? For Trooper, Varessa, Skirk. Skirk might be able to do Crab as well. Maybe. Inefa teams without Flens with Colombina probably get this, right? Otherwise, you're definitely not getting the Lord done. The video shows Neuvillette against the Crab. We can take a look. Is it one we've already watched? It might be. I don't think so. Yeah, okay. Someone needs to put Fav on their Farina, or yeah, on their Farina, man. What the hell? Oh, bro, the down is so short. What the fuck? Alright, it starts at... It starts now at 35. It doesn't even do an attack. Oh boy. That's something, man. Is that C1 Nevida? It kind of looks like they're not getting staggered when they should. Wait, so this down starts at... 1 minute? Yeah, no, it's actually just 12 seconds always. That's crazy. That looks like R1 Inefa, right? Oh, right, there's a shield, I forgot. Listen, my bad, man. What are the builds they're using? Yeah, that's Sig. It's probably all C0R1, right? What is bro doing with the Yume Glorp Glorp on the team, man? Okay. You're supposed to do the setup before it goes down, not while it's down and then start doing damage when it goes back up, man. Also, why are they, like, going out of their way to move at an angle where they're not hitting a single crab? What's going on, man? It is what it is, I guess. Yeah, it's vibes-based gameplay. That's fine, I guess. It is what it is. But yeah. Yeah, Nevida gets there pretty easily, it seems. It seems that just breaking it fast is key. Yeah. This is besties, I wouldn't say easily, and it's C0 or 1. The weapons aren't doing that much, and this gameplay is not it. I mean, it's still getting through. If you get 5 shield break, it's half his HP plus the damage the mini crabs take. Yeah, but you're not getting 5 shield breaks, right? 4 is gonna be rough. 3 is like what the generic double hydro team will get. Hmm. You thinking if I'm calling me on this? Yeah, but they're not that good. Like, this boss doesn't really let you do non-hydro damage to it for a lot of the fight. Colomina's damage in this team is Electro. Inefa's damage is Electro. So they're not that good. I don't think this is anywhere close. I'm pretty sure Hyper Nebulet is going to be his best team here, like the traditional Kazuha Shilonen. Maybe Llama instead. Like, Hyper Bloom would be fine too, probably, but... Nah. Yeah, Freeze would be good too. But the problem is 12 seconds isn't enough to get a Skirk burst and a lot of Nebula charge attacks. Anyways. So, okay, the question is, right, if you don't have Neuvillette, how fucked are you trying to brute force this, right? Like, you can do it with Molani most likely, right? But other than that, right, like, if you don't have one of the shield carries here, how cooked are you? I think you're just as cooked for this one without the shield as you are for the Lord without the shield. Candace Kirk. True! Nilo. Maybe a Nilo team where you intentionally don't hit the crabs and you go single target Hydro App. So that you can break the shield with your Hydro App. And then use the crabs to generate more blooms during the down. Because, like, outside of the down, Dendro damage does nothing. Right? Like, Dendro damage is meaningless outside of the down. How would Electro Charge teams perform with Electro on-fielders? Not good enough. For sure. Like, I think Skirk is gonna struggle. Electro Charge Veresa or fucking Electro Charge Client is also is not gonna be better than Skirk for this kind of stuff, right? Do those crabs even have HP? I don't think the HP matters. I think it's just a matter of the application. Yeah, because it looks like they're not really taking damage, but they disappear when you break their shield. Monohydro Kogomi angle? I don't think that's enough DPS. Maybe it's just barely enough DPS. I don't know, man. Skirk would nearly break the shield with Neuvillette and set up a good Skirk rotation. Should do it. Yeah, but that's just a Neuvillette team. Neuvillette doesn't need to have Skirk on the team to do that. And Skirk needs to have Neuvillette on the team to do that. Right? Like, will Skirk be able to do it without a Hydro Carry doing the heavy lifting against this boss? I don't actually think so. Because, like... Maybe you're fine. Maybe you're fine if you do your setups really well and you end the setup right as you swap to Skirk, and then you do burst into skill. Can you get 3 downs without someone like Nevilette? If you use like Singto? Perhaps. Let's look at this again. Look at how many downs they're getting. Like how long it takes to get each down. Right? So... obviously the gameplay is not perfect here. Not even close, but... it's taking them... like, about 20-something seconds to get the first down. So it basically takes them 40 seconds to get a rotation done, assuming you do your setup right before the down. Is there ever a world where you can get 4 rotations? I don't think so. Right? Yeah. There's no world where you get 4. You might get 4 downs, but the 4th down will be like, you'll down it right as the timer is over. You're not going to get a DPS window after that. Right? Two horn break is 20%. Also, boss takes damage from crop takedown for max 15% times 2. So just from app, you get max 50%. That is not how that works. Yeah, sure, it's capped at 15% of his HP, but it's still 60% of the damage you deal. And if you're playing a Skirk team that doesn't have a Hydro damage dealer, 60% of your Hydro damage is going to be fucking nothing. This is not a mechanic for any for the characters that are not Hydro carries. Okay? It's not. So it's only this. This is the only thing. But yeah, so like, you would basically be able to potentially get 4 downs on a Skirk team, like 4 HP consumptions with 3 rotations, right? So this would have 60% of its HP, so it's like, what, 40, around 50? $5.6 million? Right? No, that's not it. I'm an idiot. $5.1 million. So you'd have to do 5.1 million across 3 rotations. Have you seen this? We're so back. Yeah, I have. So you'd have to do 5 point something mil damage across 3 rotations. I guess Skirk can do that, right? Yeah, Skirk should be able to do that. But you will need to, like, do your setups properly, where you do pretty much all of your setup while the shield is still up. And when you swap to Skirk, the shield breaks. And then you have time to do one skill. That's it. You don't even have time to burst into skill. Because the extra animation time from burst is actually going to take too long. Maybe it's still worth losing the end of your skill up time for the burst. I'm not sure. But yeah. Yeah, this is kind of okay. I guess it's doable. How many chomps can you get on Molani, assuming you get Shark Sacks instantly? Like, it's like 4, maybe 5, generally. Because Molani has a cooldown on the chomp. So in AoE, you can't just spam chomp. You have to like wait 2 seconds in between each chomp anyways. We can show it. Like, I think it's 4, but maybe 5 is doable. I've never really like actually tried. Fuck. They kind of ungrouped a little. Let's put the Venti in the bag. No, I don't think 5 is doable. Maybe if you're frame perfect with it, it is, but... Oops. But there's also the fact that you get your 4th one faster than you usually get 3. So her field time is shorter. It looks like 4 is pretty reliable. Yeah. Because Mulani has, what, 10 seconds of field time? When you catch your 2 buffer fish? And there's a 2-second cooldown, so you have 2 seconds of wiggle room to do 4, but I think 5 is doable. Right, like if I'll use the skill at 55. Alright, and it expires at 45. So it's 10 seconds duration. And there's a 2-second cooldown, right? No, it's 2.5 second cooldown, right? I think I'm an idiot. It's 2.5. Yeah, it's 2.5. Hmm. I guess you could do a 5th chomp if you just do a 2-stack chomp, right? Because a 2-stack chomp... The 2-stack chomp starts its cooldown earlier. It's 1.8, not 2.5. Yeah, but it is 2.5, because the cooldown doesn't start until your animation goes through. And the animation is longer for a 3-stack chomp. Alright, look at the cooldown. When I'm here, it doesn't start until now. Wait. Alright, now. Whereas if you do a less than 3-stack, the cooldown starts instantly. So you can do them a little bit faster. I'm right back, chat. I'm back. Hello. Alright. Wait, let's get back to this. Okay, so who's definitely making the top 10 if I'm making a top 10? What the hell? They changed the UI for this. Alright, so like, these are definitely making it. Definitely making it. I don't know if I want to include Llama and Inefa. Because, like, obviously they are in the top 10 units. But they're not really team-defining units, right? Like, you're not playing Inefa by herself and expecting to get good results on the Lord, right? But I guess they still make it, right? Then we get 2 more. Probably Escoffier. And then which of these 4 takes the 10th spot? Generally, or for next Stygian? Probably for next Stygian only. Probably Skirk. I don't know. Skirk is better at brute forcing the crab, but I don't think Skirk brute forces the Lord. And Mawika does. Right? Skirk brute forces Shock Trooper. Yeah, it's easier to brute force Shock Trooper with Skirk than with Mawika. That's fair. Is this only the 5 stars? Yeah, because, like, the 4 stars that are good are either too versatile to really be team defining. So, like, it doesn't really tell you much about what they're, like, what team they're in when you say they're good for this one, right? Or it's Chavars, and Chavars isn't that good for this one. Right? The only boss Voice is good for here is this one, and this is the easiest of the 3 bosses by far. Is Arlecchino even in question here? Yeah, because Arlecchino will probably be a lot easier than Maoika to do this. What about Chaska? I don't really want to include Chaska here, because, like, any Chaska team that can clear this will be able to clear without Chaska. Right? So it's like... ugh. And then Chaska does not have a good matchup for these two. Can Flynn's clear Lord without Colomina or Inefa? I think so. I think Flynn's Fischl, Durin, Ino played optimally would just barely be able to clear. Don't know if you do that without Ino C6, though. Why is Escoffier there but not Skirk? Because Escoffier is better than Skirk for this Sijin. Way better. Because Neuvillette and Molani are quite good, and their most reliable team option for this is likely just going to be Freeze. You can also do it with Skirk, but it means that Escoffier is going to be a fairly impactful unit in a bunch of different teams that are good. What Arlecchino team would you even use on Lord? Arlecchino, Bennett, Kazuha, Sitlali, most likely. I guess? Like, now that I think about it, maybe that's just a Sitlali thing. Like, maybe Sitlali's the one that should get the spot here. Because Sitlali's also going to be quite good against the Crab, right? Why Sitlali can you melt? Isn't it a white shield? Yes and no. So, I don't know if you can melt. I think you can, because it's not a white shield. It's a new type of shield, where it's not actually a shield. It's like an indicator on the health bar that moves down. It's weird as fuck. But you're not even trying to hit it. In non-lunar teams, you target the birds, not the Lord. You want to group the birds and kill the birds, because if you kill all 4 birds, the Lord's shield breaks. So you need to be able to do 2.3, 2.4 mil. 2.3 mil-ish. AoE damage. With grouping. What Versa team can clear the Lord then? It's going to be a struggle for Versa, I think. Because her teams don't slot in grouping easily. Flint targets both. It doesn't matter. Because the amount of HP that this shield has is 45% of the Lord's HP. But it takes 300%. It takes 3 times lunar damage. So for lunar teams that do pretty much only lunar damage, like Flynn's, this is 15% of his HP. And the birds are 18% of his HP. So you will literally, even if you're hitting perfect AoE, you will break the shield of the boss before you even kill the birds. So it doesn't matter that it's AoE. I guess technically this means that if you're in AoE and you group the enemies properly, you could do like... You could do like a weird crit ratio on Flynn's, where you get like 70% crit instead of 100. Because as long as one of the enemies receives crit for all of their hits or most of their hits, it's as if all of them did, right? You literally only need to kill one of them, either the boss or one of the 4 summons. So his optimal crit ratio is probably not 100% anymore. Like, he probably doesn't want to run 1 to 2. He probably wants to run like 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. Any gene tech available? I don't think the dogs can move vertically. I think they can only move horizontally. Yeah. It's probably Skirk, honestly. Skirk is probably good enough against the crab. With like Singto or Yulon? Probably not Yulon. It's probably just Singto. Well, maybe Yulon is fine. I don't know. What about Veridescent Hunt for the dog CC? The birds spawn too far away from each other. Veridescent Hunt straight up won't even group 2 of them, I think. Does Never clear Trooper and Dire? Actually, maybe. Don't know if you're getting there with the traditional teams, though. If you don't have Inefa. Because getting through the shield might be rough. Maybe you're fine, honestly. I'm not sure what the breakpoints are exactly. Yeah, I guess Columbina's enough. Columbina has Lunar Charge damage herself, so you should be fine for the shield. Hmm. Yeah. I think these are probably the top 10 units of next Stygian. At least the top 10 5-stars. Are they sorted? No, they're not sorted. How would you sort them? I mean, it's difficult to sort them because it depends on how much you value the ability to do this versus the ability to do this, right? Because it's different bosses. Because there's multiple bosses that are difficult. What would be 3 ideal teams that could clear Dire at C0R1? I don't know if there's a team that can clear this at C0R1 in Dire. Maybe? I don't know if Nefer gets there, man. Bro, 2.3 million is a fucking lot. No cry teams with Columbina. Bro. The no cry teams with Columbina, in footage of people that I've seen, are barely clearing Fearless, okay? Lord will not be a breeze with lunar characters. Not at all. Never can 100%. I clear Sigurd with C0R1. I mean, Sigurd has 16 million HP. This has 2.4, or this has 24 million. And it has an actual stall phase, during which it just, like, disappears for, like, 5 seconds. And it screws over your rotations. Like, I don't know, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I think that good builds, optimized stuff, will be able to get there in Fearless very easily. But, like, I do think that clearing Dire C0R1 will be difficult. Very difficult. I mean, we can take a look at some more footage, right? You guys said DHC uploaded one? Is that even true? Yeah. Okay. So this is C0 Flynn's. It doesn't say the fucking builds. Are the builds here? The builds aren't here. Okay, the builds are just not in the video. Sick. It's R1. Description? um... Yeah, that's R1. Wonder how many R1s there are. But yeah, so like, this clear takes about a minute with C0R1 from a good player in Fearless. In Premium. They're on SIG, but their artifacts are probably barely KQM standards. Okay, you guys are just being dumb right now. The creator server builds are not fixed, okay? They come with artifacts, but you can fucking level artifacts too. The reason why people have shit artifacts is because they don't bother doing that. Because they're lazy. I don't think that DHC would be using those dog shit builds, actually. You get like 100 feathers and 100 elixirs? Yeah. Like they can get good builds. Don't worry. what? What? Holy. Okay. Yeah, so this is also about a minute with half the HP in Fearless. With C0R1 from someone who's actually good at the game. Right? And this isn't just C0R1 on the carry. This is R1 on everyone, right? Okay. Okay. C6 Flynn's team versus Abyss. Alright, man. This is just the more Abyss stuff? No. Okay. Oh, it's just local legend. I see. Because, like, C0R1 isn't actually that well-defined. Like, if you only have your Sig on your carry, that's C0R1. But if you have your Sig on everyone, that's also C0R1. So sometimes C0R1 will clear, sometimes it won't. You know? Anyways. Will it clear Phyllis on your alt? Can't deal with this. So no. Don't have a Hydro carry. Not much I can do about that. Get Niviled, true. Should have gotten Molani. You're right. He's right. He's right. Anyways. Yeah. I think this is probably reasonable, right? Like, this is not the decision for pyro carries at all. You know, the really funny thing is, I think at, like, high investment, Lunar isn't that much better than non-Lunar for this. As long as you have a grouper on your team. Dealing with the dogs shouldn't be that much of a problem. $300% is a lot, but you don't care about this, right? This means you have to deal 15% of his HP as lunar damage, or 18% of his HP as AoE damage. Right? There's not that much of a difference between the two. Can Venti do it? Probably not. I wonder if Razor could do it. I don't think his AoE is big enough without grouping, and I don't think his grouping teams are going to be good enough. $12 mil HP with Razor and Venti. Yeah, that's going to be a little rough. I wonder if Razor without Farina can do this one. Oh, I say without Farina. Razor without Hydro. I wonder if you can do this one. Probably not, right? Not enough of your damage is Electro, so you're probably not going to be able to break the shield. If all of your damage was Electro, you'd be able to. Maybe with Fischl, you... No. Well... With Chivalrous German, you do have a lot of shreds. I mean, I'll try it. I think I'll have fun with it, but probably won't clear. Maybe. Child, what if it just clears? What if Razor's just enough? Also, oh yeah, no, actually, never mind. I was gonna say, what if Milani clears, but you can't vape white shields, unfortunately. If you could vape white shields, I think Milani could have cleared. That'd been really funny. Sethos clears too? I wonder if Sethos clears without Inefa. Maybe Sethos with Columbina, but like Sethos without an All-Cry 5-star? I don't know. Seems a little rough. Because Sethos' good teams don't run Hydro units. Other than the lunar teams. And I don't think Sethos has the damage to brute force through this. Can Flins clear the first boss with just Aino, Sucrose, and Fischl? I don't know, honestly. I think I know Durin and Fischl does. I know Sucrose and Fischl, I'm not sure. Yeah, and you're playing no sustain. I don't think it's that bad against this enemy, though. Can Nefertines without Llama clear the Lord? I mean, Fearless Lord with Columbina. Maybe. Hopefully. Can Electro Carry without Electro Charge clear Shock Trooper? They need to have enough front-loaded damage to break the shield. So... some of them can, some of them are going to struggle. Versa gets there very easily. Maybe Durin is enough to make Sethos able to do it. Honestly. But Sethos' damage isn't really front-loaded. I guess it can be, but it's not that front-loaded, honestly. And there's also more non-electro damage in his teams. Can a C2 Versa do Dire Lord? The biggest problem with Versa against Lord is that her AoE isn't big enough to hit all 4 boards, I think. And versus teams that run a grouper are a lot worse. Can Nevida clear Crab without Farina and Llama? I mean, with only one of them very easily. Without either, I mean, if you have Colomina, yeah. But if you're looking at like a pretty budget Nevida team where like he's the only 5-star, I don't think so. Maybe with Mona. That's a good point, actually. Maybe like Mona, Sucrose, Kachina. Kachina's pathetic there, though. What would you run instead with Mona, Sucrose? Auron? Does Auron do anything? Not really. He buffs Navidad's attack, that is true. Shilonen. We're talking about teams that aren't using other limited 5-stars. Alright, I'm allowing Mona because you can just get Mona from the selector. I don't know. Maybe just Shangling, honestly. No, because you don't get a 3rd stack if you bring Shangling. Right, because you get the stack from Pyro, just from the enemies being Pyro. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I guess you just want something that helps you break the shield a little. I guess Auron would work then. Sure. Sure. Hmm. I'm trying to think of, like, what sort of Molani teams you would do here. That would be the best. I mean, it's probably just Sucrose, Mona. It might actually be Shangling. Because Shangling can allow you to vape the double hits, right? How? Because her power application is fast enough. Rotation length is going to get cooked. You don't have a rotation length. You have 12 seconds of uptime 3 times. Doesn't matter what your rotation length is. I guess the biggest problem would be duration, right? So, like... Oh, it didn't do the double hit there. Dies of dies. Oh, and then it died. Fuck! I might need to ungear if I want to test this properly. Shield is much beefier, I know. But you're not gonna play the same way. Obviously, I can't fucking show what you're gonna do against the big shield with the 3 crabs if I don't have the big shield and the 3 crabs. You know, like... Sorry. I have a top 1% Milani and I can't beat floor 12. Is that normal? Milani's pretty bad for this floor 12. Like, she's not awful, but it's really hard to make her work. But that's kind of just a normal, or a typical thing for Milani. She's just really hard to make work in general. Yeah. So... Okay, we only got 1 double hit there. And the last hit can't be a double hit. But you can just burst instead. So that's fine. Right, because you don't have the Pyro app to get a double hit anyways. Hello? Oh, I guess I have no crit rate or something. Oh no, it seems like I have crit rate. I just got unlucky. Okay. Would Zugro's burst help you? It could, yeah. Like, there might be a specific setup that can do it without channeling using Sucrose Burst, but that seems annoying. Hit the face, I get more double on it? Okay, I'll try. Oopsie. Oops, I jumped too early. Okay, so... I failed. He turned around, man. This wouldn't have worked anyways, because I'm getting the... I'm getting the setup done way too late. Yeah, I fucked it up again. His shield has to start way higher than that. Okay. I'm an idiot. I guess it's fine. I didn't get my Pyro Swirl. We do get the double hit here, though. We only got one double hit. Alright, this isn't far enough. He's not gonna reset. He did reset. What? Why didn't he reset last time, then? That's weird. Okay. You know what? Whatever, man. Oh my. Right. Without I didn't redeploy my E because I was like, I don't want to wait for the cooldown. But without the redeployed E, I don't have the application to break the last bit of the shield. Unless I proc. Yeah. Okay. Was there a reason to use channeling here? Because it's possible to get 2 hits of Maloney's chomp against the crab because of its weird hitbox. And if you do get 2 hits, the second one won't vape with characters that have slow pyro application. Oopsie. Okay. This might be too much. Hopefully not. We got the reverse Pyronado. We didn't get the double hit on the second one there again. Seems hard to get it on the second one. But I just have to learn what the angle is supposed to be. Okay. That should be enough. We didn't get it there. Yeah. It seems weird. Maybe it'll be easier to get the double hit if he does the, like, dig animation that he does in Stygian, though. Jump? Do you think that's gonna help? Are you saying that, like, just for fun, or have you tried it and does jumping actually help? Maybe. Oh, okay. You're just saying it for fun. We'll get one more. Okay. This should be enough. Don't think I'm gonna get it there. Yeah. Hmm. He spawns 3 crabs. But 3 crabs is less than half of his HP. You gotta do the other half somehow. I think this is too high to start with, or too low to start with. I need to start it at like half of the shield. Alright, 1 full E is not gonna be enough. That's too much. So it's 1 E and 1 charge attack. Oh. He didn't de-aggro. GG. He doesn't respawn the crabs if the shield isn't broken? I don't think he does. Maybe he does. Like, I haven't seen any footage of someone ignoring the big one altogether. So maybe he does, but... I don't know. We do 1 charge attack only. Okay. We got the double hit. There we go. That's perfect. That was perfect. So this is the rotation we're trying to set up, basically. Right? And this is a rotation that gets 4 chomps and a burst all buffed. Which is kind of insane, actually. Yeah, like that's basically 200k DPS. Double hit with C1 will be crazy. Is that how it works? Does the C1 buff both hits if you get a double hit? Yes, that's fucking hilarious. That's crazy, actually. That's insane. What the fuck? Anyways. Let's gear her back real quick. What was her gear again? Was it this? No, it was not. Oh, actually it was. Was it? I don't know. I don't remember, man. No, she's yeah, right. I forgot about that. Because we only have 1 of these, right? Alright, yeah. It was HP Goblet, right? No, it wasn't. I don't remember, man. Maybe it was this one. I forgot. But this build sucks with Mona. Is the problem, right? It is what it is. We just pretend like it's C2 Mona. Alright, we technically have C4 Mona, but we're already capped on crit without it, so it doesn't do anything. But yeah, because, like, when I do my setup properly with this team... How much am I hitting for? Why did I click continue? Alright, because without the Maoika giving damage percent and Cinder City damage percent, should be hitting a decent amount less, but should still be pretty good, right? Sucrose. Sucrose, where are you? Sucrose. Mona. Right, so it's this. Now, problem is... Actually, I don't actually need to... I need to wait for the Pyro app. Yeah, it hits for, like... That's low. Why was that so low? Did I just get bad Witsid buff? Oh, maybe it's because... Right, it's because I got, like, a bunch of... Yeah. Oh, whatever. Oh, okay, well, we didn't fucking vape. GG. Okay, well, this... Okay. I can't test this here. Whatever. Was floor 11 first chamber AoE as well? It was, right? Yeah. Floor 10 is just too squishy. Yeah, I guess we just go to Simon. Shouldn't have swapped out of Molani, because now I can't swap to her and use her E without proccing my Witsith. I didn't get a fucking Hydro Swirl. Man! Whatever. Get me out. I'm done. I hate this. I suck. It's harder to get the Hydro Swirl through faster Pyro, but you have to do it this way anyways. Use a menacing plunge boss? I could, yeah. Alright, so was that the attack buff? That has to have been the attack buff. Because that damage was dog shit. What the hell? Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Get me out. I think it was damage percent. It should not be. It was EM buff? There is no way that was the EM buff. And I'm only hitting 400k. There is no fucking way in hell. You didn't swirl? Are you sure? Maybe I didn't swirl. I don't know, man. It was EM. You had like 600. I mean... We get a bunch of EM from Sucrose and Mona, too, but maybe it was EM. I don't know. Swirl was just a bit too late. I see. Okay. This is the attack buff. EM buff? Okay, now you're just lying. Yeah, like that's rage bait. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's not good enough. Because, like, you'll get, like, with a buff, you get, like, maybe 2.5, probably more than that. Maybe, like, 3 million in a rotation, so you'd need 2 downs. But it's, like, it seems really difficult to set up, honestly, is the problem. Or I guess you'd only need 1 down if you also kill the crabs. So maybe it's fine. I don't know. Anyways. I think I'm gonna move on to my stall, wind down the stream. We stare. We pound. We zilch. Let's zilch. Today is a zilch day. We... Manic. Holy fuck, I'm goated. Holy fuck, I'm actually goated. Okay. What the hell is this, bro? That's tie, right? I don't actually know. What was blank? What was bro saying? True. I don't know. I don't use Instagram. Maybe it's sent? Could be sent. I'm not confident in that one. Okay, I don't think it's tie, chat. This has got to be laws. Right? What the fuck? Okay, maybe it's not laws then. Chat, I'm cooked. What the fuck is blank, blank, bang, bang? Huh? A bit of strategy. Okay, let's put tie back here. Because I'm not confident it's tie, but I feel like it's tie. Okay, it's not sent. Maybe it's seen. Because this is in love. Writer's alternative to a ballpoint. I mean, it's gonna be something pen. Maybe it wasn't big. Refs? Nah, I feel like it's gotta be big. Something troll, probably. Perhaps. I don't know. Is this a thing? A bow tie? Maybe? Because this has to be, like, at the top, right? Oh! Rickroll. Right, that makes sense. A train, perhaps? I have no clue. Acts? Tactic? What was... Huh? NYC, maybe? It's Chitty Award? It is. Okay. What was... What? What was it I saying? What? The fuck is this? What? Someone explain this to me, chat. What the fuck is this supposed to be? Oh! What was it I was saying? I get it. I'm an idiot. It's fine. Let's do the angle. Do we go for a round number today? A nice round 150? I feel like it's less than that. Let's run 145. 143. 144. We will run away. That's not bad. Okay. Is that the Dragon Maid one? I think so. I haven't watched it. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, this is a very long title. Maybe it's an isekai. I don't know. Oh, okay. Whatever. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know. GG. Okay, characters. Okay. What's her name again? Was it like Lucy or some shit? I don't remember. Something like that. What's his name again? Fuck. Itadori, yeah. Is that the that one girl from this one? It might be. Okay. I'm kind of goated with it. Okay, nice. Holy. All right. Have you seen Psycho Pass? No. What's her name again? That's from I think it's Euphemia, right? I don't know the other ones. Yeah, it is. Ooh. Fuck, what's her name? I don't know the other ones. It was a memorable name. I feel like I should remember. It was like, It was like I don't know. Pakunoda. Yeah. Whatever. That's success. Honestly, like score above 10k on the character guesser is like pretty good for me. All right, chat. Oh my goodness. Help me out. Fruits Basket. Unfortunately, Fruits Basket is rated higher than a 7.3, not lower. Dr. Stone. I'm pretty sure Dr. Stone is not rated lower. Yeah. It is a comedy, though. Recent. And bad. Mashal? If Mashal is rated below 7.3, I will be upset. I mean, I guess it's not that good. No, okay, 7.6. Undead Unlock? Maybe? No. Well, that's a lot more recent than I thought. Rent a Girlfriend? Is it actually Rent a Girlfriend? That's so funny. I'm gonna be honest. I think this is the first time we have it here. I did not expect it to be rated so low. Because, like, usually for things like this, it's dog shit, but anime fans lie to themselves and think it's good. Fuck, what is this again? Was this one Dead Men Wonderland? I'm not sure, man. I think so. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know this. I don't even need to listen to the rest. What is this? I have no idea what this is, chat. Blood Plus. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks like it's a... I don't know, actually. Yeah, okay. That was never gonna... It's 39k, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad. 39k today. Alright. Oh yeah! We can do the enclosed horse. True. Alright, so what the fuck is this? What are these things? Oh, that's a portal. Huh, that's funny. We have 10 walls. I mean, we definitely have to close this, right? Like, this one is never in doubt. And we definitely have to close this as well, right? We also definitely have to close this. And then we have flexibility, right? I feel like the best way to do it is probably going to be like this somehow. All right, we have 2 walls we can use here, so maybe not. Hmm. All right, this is a 91. All right, we can't go any higher because we need this here. If we put this here, we now need 2 to block this. But maybe, right, because we only gain 6 from 2 extra walls here. I feel like that can't be right. Hmm. Ideal is 94 today. Okay, bet. Oh yeah, we can do this. You're right. I'm an idiot. Oh. If the best is 94, then we got it. Hmm. Yeah. Why was the first day we did so much harder? Artifact duel. What the fuck is that? Guess the artifact set. What? Sumeru or Inazuma, probably, right? Because if it's Sumeru, no, it can't be Sumeru. Deepwood is 2-piece elemental damage. Gilded. I guess it could be Gilded, actually. No, it's not. Inazuma, 2-piece ER, 4-piece burst damage, maybe? So it's gotta be either Clam or Husk, right? It's a 50-50. Oh god. Maybe... Nah, whatever. Thank God. Okay. Honestly, chat, I was saved by the fact that clam isn't clam, it's ocean-hued clam. Because I tried clam first and it didn't work. You can play the old horse. Okay, wait. Past puzzles. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. But like, look at how much harder this is, right? Okay, so like, this cherry has to be bait, right? Maybe not. No, that doesn't work. Hmm. Am I an idiot? How is it getting out right now? Here? I'm struggling, man. Oh, this is a cherry. Do it counts as 3, or it counts as 4. It's a +3. Dude, I don't fucking know. You can click on the horse? No, I can't. It doesn't work. I tried. Yeah, no, this is gonna be awful, right? I'm lost, man. I don't want to do this one. Man. Okay. So, like, what's the smallest one we can do? It's this, right? I guess, yeah, with 2 walls, this is the best, right? If we add a wall, we can go, like... Now, just adding 1 wall doesn't help. Adding 3 walls, we can do this. Adding another... Or 2 walls, sorry. Adding another 2 walls. Hi. I think C1 Nefa is slightly better, but it's pretty close. Right? Yeah. So it would be this. We have a really big area here. So I feel like this is the way where we want to go. Right? Like if we do this. This. Then that if we go here. What? How are they getting out? Oh. Okay, so this. Hmm. Wait, how was I doing it? I forgot. Oh no, chat. Right, it was this, right? Can we use one less of these if we bring it further in? Oops. Not here. This is way too far in. I'm pretty sure this has to be the play. Oops. It's just this part that's probably wrong. Max is 95. Hmm. Yeah, maybe we can do better here. I guess this, right, is already better. We can't block anywhere here with only one. We would need two here. Um, man. I don't think this can really be changed unless we add one. I don't think adding one is worth it. What about this? Yeah, no way. Maybe like this part. I feel like this part could be better. Oops. No. Fuck. Because, like... Bro, I don't know. I don't know how I get better than this. Chat, any ideas? Because I feel like this can't be right. 4 doors need to move up. Like these? That doesn't work. Huh? Right, like you can't do this because then it doesn't connect here anymore. Whatever. What's the optimal? Oh, I see. We had to move all of this down so that we wouldn't have to use a bunch of doors here. That makes sense, I guess. Whatever. What the fuck is this? Okay. I don't know. This is kind of ugly, though. That one looks fun, kind of. We're definitely gonna have to make this, right? Like, almost always. Then I feel like it's gotta be this. Maybe? Maybe not. Like, this is the smallest. Huh. Yeah, this is the best with 5 walls. I feel like this has to be bait. Like, it's long, but it's not thick. Sorry. That can't be right. Because, like, if we do this, we still need to close. We can't, like, 3 walls isn't enough for this, right? Why not connect the whole spiral? Because that requires +1 wall. Maybe it's still worth it. I forgot what I was at earlier. It was this, right? It requires +0 walls? How? Oh, am I an idiot? Yeah, I am. Listen. Don't. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, chat. Just keep. Some thoughts are better left in your head and not expressed outwardly. Okay. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. That's so ugly. What the fuck? right? This is our best with 7 walls. So we're gonna figure out which wall needs to be moved. If we remove this one, that doesn't work. If we remove this one, that doesn't work. If we remove this one, 43. Remove this one. Oops. 46. Remove this one. That doesn't work. Remove this one. 42. Remove this one. 43. Is it just this? Wait a second, chat. I think this one might actually be bait. Like, maybe it's like this. Maybe not. Hmm. I feel like that's it's gonna be something weird like that. Right, because like well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 here that we could turn into 3 if we do this. This isn't +1. Maybe it's like this instead. What? Oh. Yeah, that's higher. $50. Can I move any of this? No. Can I move any of this? Yes. Can I move any of this? More. Or like this won't work. What about this? Don't think so. I think this is the best I can do. Yeah! Let's fucking go! Alright, he's goated with it. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's cringe. I don't want to do this one. 14 walls. No. No, thank you. Yeah, we can do day 1. Oh my god, the horse is so big. So... I kind of like the right area more than the left one, right? No, this is awful. Right? But like this is good. It's not that good. Like this is the best 8 wall setup for sure. This is 53 by adding 1. 55 by adding 1. $68 by adding 1. I like this, actually. Oh, that was by 68 by adding 2. I'm an idiot. I kind of like it anyways, though. Maybe not, though. Maybe I'm an idiot. What if I go bottom instead? Oops. That's way less. Whatever. Let's just lock this one in. I kind of can't be bothered. There's a better option for one in the top right. Is there? Whatever. No, there wasn't. Bro was lying to me. Okay. Huge. You can try this isekai protagonist guessing game. What the hell is that? Oh, what the hell? Okay. That's quiz spielen. Learning. Yo. Knights and Magic Nast. Gate. I know what he looks like, but I don't see him. Fuck. Okay, we'll get back to it. Grimgar, I don't know. How not to summon a Demon Lord. Hack sign. Is it? It's this one, right? Drifters. I think it's him. Shield hero. Is that him? That's a weird fucking angle. Yeah, okay. ReZero. Where is he? Dude, where the fuck is he? Oh, there he is. Bookworm. No game, no life. Kemonomichi. Don't know. Overlord, yeah, I mean, missing that one is... That's... I don't know. Don't know. Log Horizon. Tanya. SAO. Where the fuck is he? Okay, we'll get back to it. Cautious hero. What does he look like again? I forgot. Whatever. Dude, where? Okay, whatever. Where? Okay, whatever, man. Oh. Yeah, I have no idea what this one looks like. Dude, where the fuck is Kirito, man? Is that him? No way, right? Oh, there he was. Okay. Whatever. My bad, man. Is this what he looks like? I forgot. Yeah, okay. This one, I think it's this one? No, GG. That's this one? Maybe it's this one? Yeah, okay. No clue what this even is. No clue what this even is. No clue. Isn't the main character of this one a fucking lady with pink hair? Or is that just another character and not the main character? I don't know, man. Is it this one? No. GG. Okay. Knights and Magic. Oh, wait, that's the... I don't remember, actually. Is it this? Yeah, okay. Grimgar. Which one is Grimgar, man? Is it this one? No, okay, whatever. Okay, who looks like a fucking... Who looks like they would be the protagonist of a show called this? This one. Damn, GG. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. I don't know any of these. Is this guy? Okay. GG. 71%. That's not that good, actually. The timer made me fuck up Kirito. But the rest I actually wouldn't have gotten. Not getting Kirito is actually embarrassing. I mean, it's not. Like, that's the thing. Because Kirito is the archetypical look of an isekai MC. So, like, they all look like him. Not getting him is normal and reasonable, actually. Anyways, chat, I think that's gonna be it for today. Hope you all had a good time. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Tomorrow we actually have something planned, so I hope you guys can look forward to that. I have the Acidif Nefa ready, but I don't know if I want to post it now. I don't really want to raid anyone. I'll just see you guys tomorrow. Hope you all have a good time. In the meantime, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.